So, Aquarius, this is your reading for the month of Aquarius. And today you have Sun and Moon in Aquarius. So you don't have an influence through the Sun that is giving you the light. You are giving yourself the light, and that's very powerful. You had already Sun and New Moon last time in your sign, and of course that you get once a year. And so the message was, is this all an illusion or not? So Aquarius, New Moon and Sun last time definitely opened up something within you, and now you're getting a second time Sun and Moon, not the New Moon. The New Moon will be on Monday in Pisces. So here you are all alone, taking care of water and the earth. You have the star above you. You know who you are, and you know that you are facing the left spinning path, which is the path of the soul, and which is connected with the wobble the earth does, that spin to the left around its own axis, and that spin lasts 25,800 years. This is the spin up here to the left. So here this spin goes to the left, and this spin lasts 25,800 years, and then we divide it through the 12 zodiac signs and we get an age. And currently we're moving from the age of Pisces backwards into the age of Aquarius. And during the year you get a right spinning reading, which is this arrow here, right? The left spinning is up here, and the right spinning is actually the earth spins 24 hours around its own axis, and of course the earth spins right spinning around the sun in 365 days. So that's really the reading that you're getting right now. It's a right spinning path, and on your full moon I make all 22 major arcanas a left spinning path, a soul reading out of it. So let's see. You, the 11th house of friendship. Now it's very important who you know, with whom you're friends with, and with whom you can actually be naked. With whom can you really, truly be yourself? And you know that now smaller tribes are coming as each personality finds their tribe where they can really shine and can also live their differences and be accepted. And it's not anymore one big huge religion like the age of Pisces, where we were in a swarm of fish, and it was important to be part of a big group for survival. And now we don't have that anymore. We're getting as well the new technology, because now the stars are up in the sky, and that's where the satellite is, and that's where we get the internet from, and the interconnectedness now through the stars, and also of course through the technology. The yoga position that I gave you is Santulan Asana, side plank, and here you're reaching up with one leg and one arm into the sky, into the heavens. Meanwhile you're holding one arm and one leg down here on water and on land. You transform here the 6 stars up in the sky. These are the 6 stars that are circling around the 8th star, and the 7th star is falling. And here you come as the 6, the hexagram, through here, and see in the 3rd eye, you see the 7th chakra, which is the crown, and then you can be the star here on earth. Your court card is the King of Swords. You're looking straight ahead, right, while she is facing the left spinning cycle, and of course the right spinning cycle is the human cycle that we go, the inspiration that we have by living here in this human world, because the 22 major arcana is a path of consciousness, and so I am including that path of consciousness in the reading. Otherwise it would be like, what am I doing here? So here you're looking straight at yourself and you know what you want, right? You have the sword. You are the heir of air. More air cannot be. And so sometimes you're a little airy. You're a little bit out there and need to come down into this life, right? Live this life. You have Uranus as the planet that's leading you, and Uranus is the planet of the revolution. And you are in revolution, right? You are bringing now all the new technologies to us so that we can evolve, that we can continue our path. All right, so just that you remember, last time you thought, okay, is this all an illusion or not? Because you had here the magician and you're dancing here on the world as this young girl. So let's see what you're getting this time, as the sun is giving you the power and we are stepping into this path with the Fool. And you see the Knight of Wands, which is going into the right spinning path, which is, I want to experience in this world things that are giving me adventure, that are giving me everything that I can imagine. And this is coming from your soul, because the Fool is facing the left spinning path. And so here you are, ready to take this step, ready to see what is it out there that I can live, what I can still do, what adventure are still waiting for me. On the position of the Magician comes the Luminous Warrior, and the Magician is a warrior, and Sagittarius is a warrior, and you get the number 32. So the 3, which leads back to the Empress, and the 2 to the High Priestess, 2 very powerful women, and I feel like you're almost wanting to protect them. You're wanting to protect these spiritual women, and the Luminous Warrior is here to help you to bring the Magician out of you, because you had it last time already, the Magician. And so together it creates the number 5, which is then the question of self. Who am I? Why am I here? The question in general of the tests that we are getting through the soul path and the human path together makes this the most amazing energy that we can imagine. So like a warrior, you're stepping forward, you're stepping out, and now you're looking at yourself again. And here you're getting these blue wings, these blue shoulders, and that's from his cape, his blue cape of protection. The communication, blue is always the throat chakra. You getting wings by going and creating now this new adventure. On the position of the High Priestess, which is your intuition. She is intuitive, and she knows that the 3 of Pentacles is a project that you can only build with others. You cannot do this alone, and this is the tribe that I was talking about. This is Mars in Capricorn. And the Age of Aquarius is bringing the tribes together. Like-minded people, and they build something you cannot build alone. And so you get the money, you have the financial means to make that a reality, because you're working on your intuition, and your intuition is going to help you to work this out. Because the Magician is the inspiration, and the Fool is this foolish idea. A lot of people are like, okay, how can you, right? A lot of people back then, they had this crazy idea, I want to build airplanes, and people were like, you're crazy. On the position of the Empress comes you, the star. Les étoiles, these are Oswald Wirth Rose Cross Order cards. And so here you come and give birth, because the Empress is the one that gives birth to this state of consciousness. A state of consciousness that knows very clearly that the arrangement of the stars here in this picture are helping you to understand the same way here. Rider-Waite was actually creating it a little bit different, but she also has this big star above her head. Then she has here 3 blue stars, 4 like this in arrangement of like the 4 as the stability. And she is also pouring water on water and water on land. And she's facing the left spinning path. So here we can see different schools, right? Because it's always really fascinating to me how one school decided to create this and the other school created something completely opposite. Now who's right and who's wrong? So I use them all, right? It's a little eclectic going on here. So you coming up. So you really feel today that this is a special day, and tomorrow that you have the opportunity to be the one, the magician, and be yourself this luminous warrior that protects the women, that protects the high priestess and protects the Empress. And then that is bringing success to the group that you're in, and in that group you're gonna create something magnificent. Something that lasts, right? Because these kind of projects, they're not small ones. This is Mars in Capricorn. Capricorn is that social status. People are going to talk about that. And then comes you. Here you are as the King of Swords, the king that knows his mind. And so here you get really deeply connected with yourself as that hope, as that star, as that new age that is coming upon us. And to calculate together, it's the 8, and the 8 is that infinite loop of inhale, exhale, male and female, coming and going, soul and human path, right and left. On the position of the Wheel of Fortune comes here this beautiful card. Then you're ready to say, all right, here I have the state of consciousness, because the 0, the 1, and the 2, and the 3 are state of consciousness. They are not connected with any zodiac signs, so that's why I'm using them. And this one as well, there's no zodiac sign connected with the Wheel of Fortune. There is Jupiter, which brings us the tests and also the luck that we can experience certain, tests, certain difficulties, certain lucky, right? Like people say, oh, I'm lucky. And so the Wheel of Fortune is connected with Jupiter, and Jupiter is the one that says, okay, I'm gonna bring in this world a new cycle. I bring expansion, I bring whatever it is, I bring like a karmic wheel, right? And it's spinning, and you are in there. You're a fixed sign, you are Aquarius, and you connected very clearly to this sign as a fixed sign. And so you're holding in this balloon, this one little cloud, because treasured memories, the number 18, creates then a 9, a completion. So it's almost like the 17 and then the 18 are speaking about a succession. You're turning your back. You know what you have to do in this world, and you know that this state of consciousness is here, is with you, and so now you can go this way and create whatever it is that you want to create. Because then on the position of the Hanged Man, again, a state of consciousness no zodiac sign is connected with, comes a change, comes a transformation, comes an enlightenment, a state of enlightenment. And the state of enlightenment brings this crystal, and this crystal is the lepidolite, and it's the number 31. And the lepidolite is speaking about to get more simple and to see clear and to be organized and one after the other. Also become more simplistic and to slow down, and that you're connecting to too many things and that you're supposed to let go of this treasured memory. Yes, you're holding on to that, and you know that this state of consciousness that has spoken to you through, yes, I do want to have adventures, I do want to go out there and be somehow a luminous warrior, because I mean Sagittarius is a warrior. He's the only one that can hold a horse that goes up like that, because he has the thighs, and that's his body part. He has the thighs to hold that horse. So you know that you have that power, and now she is looking at this crystal and she knows, okay, I gotta either let go of this or I gotta slow down, and I'm just gonna arrive in the number 3, which is on the Empress here, your card, and the 1, which is the luminous warrior. You are yourself the luminous warrior, but go slow and protect, like I said, the Empress and the High Priestess. And so here the Empress is coming up, and the Magician. And so you give birth to a new state of consciousness through the 1, through the higher consciousness. And yes, you are holding on to your treasured memories, but also remember you have the 1, the Magician, and the 8 as that infinite symbol, which is bringing the 8 here as well to you, right? That state of consciousness that you know really clear, the 8, the infinite loop of everything coming and going. Then on the Tower, again, a state of consciousness that's not connected with the zodiac sign, comes the Octopus. The Octopus, you understand, because you are an 8 with the 1 and the 7 becomes an 8. You understand that the 8 is now a number that is going to help you once old things, old structures are falling apart, because this Tower is always Mars, and Mars came here through the Tree of Pentacles. So old structures are leaving so that new structures can be built, and this is what's happening. I think you're building something new, and you're recognizing now that this is good. And yes, this is the octopus that has no boundaries. He really can get through any little hole or slit, right? I mean, it's crazy when you watch it. It's like it goes just right through. And I feel this is what you're doing. You are checking out what's happening around you. Because, I mean, it's clearly that it's a water sign, and the octopus, very interesting in its message, right? It's like reaching, yearning, and lacking boundaries and direction. But if you're connected with it, then you're interested, engaged, and intelligent. And that's what you are. You are very intelligent, right? You love to learn, you love to study, you love to know all the things, and that's why you're holding on to those treasured memories and also all the things that you have learned. Then comes on your position the Queen of Swords. This is a Libra, and now you can literally see where you want to head in the human path, in that human experience that we're doing in the right spinning path. And here we are, understanding that there are like-minded people, because a Libra is the Queen of Swords and you are the King of Swords, so you understand each other. But she's looking to the right, meanwhile you are really centered, like this octopus, very clear in your center, right? That's you. You like, okay, you're reaching out, but now you know it has to go this way. You have to go this way. It's important for you to reach the human path, even though your soul knows what all of this is here about, right? And that you are listening to the soul, and that you are getting a little bit more of a female perspective, because you're very masculine. And then comes on the position of the moon, which is in your sign. Here the moon maiden. And the moon that gets the light now from you in the sun, right? It's like, this is very important for you to understand that you are getting now the light from your own brilliance, from your own understanding of all of this. And here comes the 41, the new beginnings. So there are new beginnings, there are things that you want to build. And yes, you want to build because that's the nature of coming and going. Things have to go so that other things can come. And the moon is helping you to see. It's almost like she is literally seeing the moon. She's like getting a close-up from the moon through her glasses, and she can see that now you get the opportunity to look a little deeper into your subconscious, and you want to evolve, you want to shift, you want to grow, because, I mean, on the position of the moon, that's the card number 18, the card number 18, here you are. You have these treasured memories, and you are holding on to it, right? And so you go dive deep into your subconscious to learn everything there is to learn about how this universe is working. And maybe there is a Libra helping you to see that. Now, I can also put Libra above the moon, because she came up on the position of Aquarius, right? So moon in Aquarius, these two cards speak to each other. So she's up here and she's looking. Here she sees the moon. And here it's almost like now she's sitting on the moon, and through the moon cycles she understands what else she can do with this knowledge. And then comes on the position of the sun, which is also in your sign here, this beautiful portal, because this is the east, and here the new beginnings, and it's here new beginnings and beginnings. And this is a 3. So you have this clear 3-3 portal, a new beginning, through the moon phases, through this portal of the East, the Eastern philosophies. Something that has to do with Eastern philosophies are you bringing forward. And you can see how she's connected with this portal. So you have a 3-3 portal, but you have a 3 in here as well. You have a 3 in here as well. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 times the 3. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4 times the 1. Right, so I'm always looking the numbers, because through numbers we can start sharing the deeper knowledge of consciousness. Everything is mathematics. Numbers is, the whole universe is made of numbers. So here you have a 5-5 portal, and you know that the moon is behind you, the consciousness of the moon is with you to help you to be this luminous warrior and to be the moon maiden that knows exactly how things functions. And it's really interesting, is this the sun, this is the moon. Now, you know that there are new beginnings because this is a very specific moment for you. And now I can even put this above her because she came up on your position, right? And the sun is in your sign. So you see clearly, if you put yourself up into the position of the star, into the position of the sun, into any position that is above you, then you can see clear. Then you see everything that you need to see. It's very interesting. Like this Libra character is very important in your life. It's helping you to create this new adventure, this new, right, project. And then comes on the position of the last judgment, a little test. And there comes this bird, and it's like a hummingbird. And the hummingbird is the third eye. And so you've been called to awaken, because this is the card number 17, which is then a 1717 portal, and you see the portal is open. So today and tomorrow, this is a very specific, very auspicious moment. You have sun and moon a second time in your sign, so use it to wish for whatever you want to wish for. And that's the flash that you're getting, and a creative flash of inspiration will come to you and quickly give you the perfect solution. And here you have the sun, and you have the hummingbird, the third eye. You will see this in your third eye. You will understand this, and it's a soul connection. It's pointing to the left, and you will understand when it comes to you. That flash, you will know right away, because then on the position of the world comes the young generation of all the air signs, which is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And here you are, the pages of voices. You are the one, the new voices that are speaking now to the world, and the world will shift because of you. And you are the new age, right? All the air signs, because a Libra understands that there is an age of Aquarius coming, that we're moving into your age that is going to last 2,150 years, and we're just at the beginning. It's really powerful, so you have to really be awake. You have to really know that this is your time, and this is a message for all of us. Because then you can go out, and the pages love adventure. Then the adventure will be of a different kind. And Sagittarius is just kind of like the inspiration, the fire, that connection to the spark. And here is the spark. And here is the flash. The creative flash is that spark of Sagittarius, right? He's the archer, he is the guardian angel, he is the card number 14 as the major arcana. And the 14 here in the 41, it's the opposite positioning, right? So you are getting that spark, you are creating a spark, you are creating a new consciousness. And this is where you are, why you're actually still holding on to. And it's okay, right? You want to hold on to this because this has to do with the Moon Maiden. She's going deep down, and then you can know that this is something that you want to hold on to because it's important. And so you know that you are going to be the new age and the new ideas and the new visions. And you are, look at that, really creating the new structures and the new buildings. And it's like interesting, it's almost like you see this how it's radiating out. It's like the same thing they're radiating out. So I usually see them like this, up like that. But now I see it like from the bird perspective, from above, from the star perspective, look down. And so you have here these 3 circles that are radiating out. And that's your tribe. You're gonna like create a new tribe of luminous warriors, of these people that are very much now connected, and with people that really get what you're all about, right? And the moon is helping you to go deep down and to recognize that and see the portal. See the portal. Okay, I could go on. I hope I see you in the next reading, because then spins the earth in such a way that we see behind the sun the constellation Pisces. On the position of the moon came the moon maiden. So we're going to look deeper into that. Until then, I thank you so much for being with me. Namaste.